Whenever the collision system makes headlines, the debate almost always becomes political. One side says the judges shouldn't appoint the judges, the other says the government shouldn't appoint the judges. But I think the real question is much bigger than that. It's about one thing: who should have the final say in the appointing the people who will one day decide the cases against the government itself. Now, here's something interesting. The collision system isn't even mentioned in the constitution. It wasn't created by the parliament, it was created by the Supreme Court through the series of judgments. In the first judge's case, 1981, the Supreme Court said the executive had the primacy in the judicial appointments. Then came the second judge's case in 1993, where the court completely changed its own position. Now, judicial primacy was established and the collegium was born with the Chief Justice of India and the two senior most judges. 5 years later, in the third judge's case in 1998, the collegium was expanded to the Chief Justice of India and the four senior most judges. So, the system we have today wasn't written into the constitution, it evolved through judicial interpretation. Now, here's where the problem started. The Collegium asked the country to trust its decision, yet most of those decisions happened behind the closed doors. There are no public interviews, no transparent selection criteria, and for years there were hardly any reason given for why one person was selected and another wasn't. And that's why the critics have raised concern about the favoritism and the so-called uncle judge phenomenon, and the lack of accountability as well. The discussion around the appointments involving figures like former Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, whose father Y.V. Chandrachud also served as Chief Justice of India, have often been cited in this broader debate. Whether those concerns are justified or not, but definitely they show why people keep demanding greater transparency. Now, does that automatically mean the government should control the judicial appointments? Not necessarily. And that's exactly what the National Judicial Appointment Commission tried to change. The BJP government argued that the coalition had become opaque and the judicial appointment needed greater transparency and accountability. That's the reason Parliament passed the 99th constitutional amendment with overwhelming political support to create the NJAC. But here's the other side of the story as well. The Supreme Court struck it down in 2015. And why? Because it said judicial independence is a part of the Constitution's basic structure. The court feared that giving the executive a decisive role in appointing judges could eventually allow government, whether it's BJP today